Connect Plus, Primary 3, Students Book, Term 2, Unit 9, Part 2. Page 57, Exercise 2, Read and Circle. We use must and mustn't to talk about rules. So, hospital rules: you mustn't play soccer in the hospital. 2. You must get lots of rest. 3. You mustn't play loud music. 4. You mustn't have more than 3 visitors. 5. You must take your medicine. 6. You must listen to the doctors and nurses. Exercise 3. Make a list of rules for your school. Use we must and we mustn't. You can use the words in the box to help you. So here you will write must and here mustn't. We must arrive on time. We mustn't shout. We must listen to our teacher. We mustn't talk unless we raise our hands. We mustn't make fun of classmates. We must keep our class clean. Page 58, Exercise 1, read and choose the correct option. Here is a survey about questions most people ask, and we should choose the correct answer. So if you ride your bike to school, you must wear a helmet. If the doctor thinks you have broken a bone, you have an X-ray. 3. If a sore throat, you can eat some fruit. 4. Hospitals must be very clean so that people don't get infections. 5. If the doctor gives you medicine, you mustn't forget to take it. Exercise 2, read and think, talk with a friend. You are going to visit a friend in hospital. She had an ear infection and she had to have an operation. What will you take for her and why? You can use the ideas in the box. So you can use this idea and talk with your friend in a classroom about this. She might be bored in hospital. We can take coloring pens for her. This is a good idea. We can also take her some sweets. We can give her some books to read. You have many ideas here to talk about.
Page 60, Exercise 1. Look, listen, and write. 1.
First aid kit.
2.
Syringe.
3.
Face mask.
4.
Bandage.
5.
Crutches.
6.
Stethoscope.
7.
Wheelchair.
8.
Blood pressure monitor.
Exercise 2, read and match. 1. Doctors and nurses sometimes wear C. Face masks to protect their patients. 2. If there is an accident, you might need A first aid kit with bandages. 3. If someone has hurt their leg, E. They can use crutches to help them walk. 4. You can check the health of your heart, H. with a blood pressure monitor. 5. A doctor or a nurse can put bandages on you, D. to help a cut or injury get better. 6. A doctor listens to your heart and your breathing, B. with a stethoscope. 7. If someone can't walk after an injury or operation, F. They might use a wheelchair. 8. A doctor or nurse can put medicine in your body, G. with a syringe. Exercise 3, ask and answer. Do you need a syringe to help you walk? No, you need crutches.
Page 62. Exercise 1. Listen and read.
What herbs did ancient Egyptians use to treat diseases? Doctors and surgeons in the past used different medicines to modern ones, but some of their ideas are useful today. We can learn about what ancient Egyptians did from two of the oldest texts about medicine in the world. The Edwin Smith Papyrus is about surgery. Doctors in ancient Egypt could do operations to help people get better after injuries. They could fix broken bones and injuries to the skin. The Ebers Papyrus gives treatments for lots of different diseases. It talks about how the heart is the center of the blood supply in the body, and it gives advice about problems with skin, teeth, eyes, and other organs. Some things that ancient Egyptians believed were very different, but we use some of their ideas in modern medicine. For example, they used herbs to treat some diseases, and we know today that these can help. Mint is good for the digestive system, and aloe can help with burns. They also used honey to treat infections and skin problems. With science today, we know that honey can make some infections better.
Page 63, Exercise 2, Read and Tick or Cross. 1. We don't use any medicines from ancient Egypt today. This is wrong. We use some of them. 2. Doctors in the past didn't know how to make broken bones better. This is wrong again. They knew. 3. Ancient Egyptian doctors understood how the heart works. Correct. 4. Ancient Egyptians used herbs in medicine. Correct. Exercise 3. Read again and answer why are these things important today. 1. The papyrus paper, it tells us about different treatments for lots of diseases. 2. Mint. We use mint in cooking and some people use it to help with sickness. 3. Aloe. We still use aloe for skin problems and burns. 4. Honey. We use honey in cooking and some people use it to help with sore throats. Exercise 4. Think and answer. 1. Can you think of any other medicines from the past that we use today? We use herbs in medicines today like the past. 2. We can learn about the past from old texts. What other ways can we learn about traditional medicine? We can read more books about it. What about you? Do you have different ideas? Page 64, Exercise 1, Look and read. Who are flying doctors? Flying doctors. When you are sick, you can go to hospital in a car. In an emergency, you can go in an ambulance. The people who drive ambulances are called paramedics. They can give you first aid very quickly. Some countries also use helicopters to get people to hospital in an emergency. These are very important and can save lives. Australia is an enormous country, 7.69 million square kilometers. It has a population of about 25 million people. Most of the people live near the coast around the country. About 1/3 live in the countryside, in areas that are a long way from towns and hospitals. Sometimes about a 6-hour drive. What happens when you are sick? You can call the flying doctors. Page 65, the Royal Flying Doctor Service brings medical help to people all over Australia. The flying doctors are pilots as well as doctors. They can help with emergencies or injuries where they happen, and they can fly people to hospital. It is much quicker than traveling by road. The Australian Flying Doctor Service has 77 airplanes. There is a lot of medical equipment inside, and they can be used as hospitals. Doctors can even do operations inside the planes. Exercise 2. Read again and complete. Why are these things important today? 1. In an emergency, you can go to hospital in an ambulance. 2. The people who drive ambulances are called paramedics, and they can give you first aid. 3. Lots of countries use helicopters to get people to hospital quickly. 4. In Australia, they use airplanes to help with emergencies. Exercise 3. Read and answer. 1. Why do people need this service in Australia? Because about a third live in the countryside in areas that are a long way from towns and hospitals. 2. What 2 jobs can the people in this service do? They can be doctors and pilots. 3. What happens if you need surgery quickly? They can have operation inside the plane. Exercise 4. Think. Do we need flying doctors in Egypt and why? Yes, we do. Flying people to hospital will help them reach the hospital faster and avoid traffic. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video. ما تنسوش تتابعوا الستودنتس بوك لنفس اليونت والاكتيفيتي بوك ترم 2 لنفس اليونت بارت 2 وما تنسوش تعملوها سبسكرايب ولايك and share لو أول مرة تشوفونا عشان غيرك يستفيد. Thank you again and see you very soon. Bye.